Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Big Blue Blob campaign in Europa Universalis IV. Well, the coalition's a bit strong. Fortunately we have the protection of Castile, Austria, Milan, and Poland, Lithuania. Poland, Moldavia, well, in a war together is a march of Poland, yeah, okay. So Poland, Moldavia, Lithuania are kind of on our side. I think we should probably improve relations with them a bit. I'm gonna do that instead of working on Genoa. We're over our relationship limit. It's a defensive thing right now. We've got tons of money, which is really good. Manpower's a bit low. I mean, this is a lot of money. Now, somebody had commented a while back that, like, because it's such a short-term achievement, you could potentially just go into debt to do the achievement. Like, we could. Apparently somebody has done it and they finished it with like 3,500 ducats in debt, and that's an option. I hadn't really considered that. Like, I had gone for these provinces to make money rather than going into debt, and maybe that's a mistake. I mean, this is what, 40 development here. 40 development, which if spaced over crappy terrain would probably be more like 6 provinces or 7 provinces. But either way, we are currently at 28 provinces, 6 in the hopper with Brittany. And we're waiting just a little bit. Like, how long do you think it might take for the coalition to die down? Some of these countries will probably never leave it. Like, in 10 years, we'll have lost 30 aggressive expansion. We have 40 years left. There's a good number of countries, though, that would leave in about 10 years, maybe. Earlier, if I improve relations with them. We're going to have to attack people that are, like, far away. Like, getting up into Scandinavia, part of what's good about that is that people won't care about that. Could just outright vassalize Munster. Takes too long. Attacking without a casus belli would be pretty stupid, too. Coring range. So what I'm thinking is, like, what if we attack England again and, like, take, like, Cumbria. Low stuff. It's within coring range, it's only 5 development. And then we use that to attack Scotland after having, you know, backstabbed them. We'd have to ally them probably to get military access and all that stuff up there. Actually, we could get military access pretty easily. Because England's not in the coalition yet. They're allied with Sweden. Oh, Sweden is actually in coring range. There we go. We can get into Scandinavia by attacking England. Granted, they'll pull in Portugal. You're rivaled England, so you'll help me against them. Sweden I'm not too worried about. Savoy I'm definitely not worried about. So we would need to get an alliance with Scotland, so we have, well, not even necessarily an alliance. Just get some troops up into Scotland. Invade England. I don't have a CB against them right now, do I? I don't think so. No, just Naples. And I've already forgotten. If I were to attack Naples, I think Castile wouldn't help. Okay, royal marriage with Castile, I will actually accept, yes. I don't plan on backstabbing them at all. Milan, no. Austria, I don't believe Austria is the emperor. Yeah, Bohemia is the emperor now. So no, you're temporary as well. Bohemia, I don't want you to join the coalition. Let's just check and see if we have anything. We still have a truce with England. Ah, right. Until June. Well, that's convenient. Don't currently have a CB, but in the next few months I could fabricate one, or, you know what, it's pretty likely that they would embargo me as soon as the truce is up, because they've rivaled us. So if I... Well, if we use trade conflict... Hold on, I want to just... I mean, I'm actually going to take the time to look this up. B4 casus belli. Which one gives the least aggressive expansion? I think Conquest It's only for provinces that you actually have the CB on. This trade war, yeah, it gives nothing for provinces. No reduction to aggressive expansion. Yep. No, we're not going to get any CB that gives reduced aggressive expansion. So if I take more land right now, it's going to just make the coalition even bigger, but we've got to do it. You know, we got to get up here. If we take land in Sweden, then we can easily fabricate a claim on Norway or Denmark, and then continue to go into Scandinavia, and then from there we can keep working our way up into Novgorod, Muscovy, Perm. I mean, this is still Europe over here. All the way to here. And we can go all the way over here, and this counts. And these provinces are just so crappy, most of them. Which is exactly what we want. We do have Picardian separatists who are likely to cause some problems in Picardy. Although we don't have the effects of tolerance right now because I just loaded the game up, so it's not as dire as it looks. Okay, I'm going to let the game run for a second. I'm going to fabricate a claim on our rival. We're going to fabricate on... it doesn't even matter because we're not going to take any of these provinces. Let's just make it over Kent. 1.11% chance that we get caught and we get more aggressive expansion. That would be bad. We have 8 transports right now. Alright, well, let's let the game run for a bit. I did just load it in, so a whole bunch of AI relationships could change, and, you know, the coalition could declare right now. In fact, I'm probably better off keeping maintenance at full, just to not be in danger of them attacking. We can build marketplaces, we can build temples, we can build castles, and that's it. We could get a fairly significant amount of trade power here. Seems worthwhile. More money we make, the better. I think I've done this in one of the other campaigns too. I do think that the buildings are worthwhile. They'll probably pay for themselves, and then also at the same time they do weaken our neighbors. The more money we make, the less money they all make. Which is probably more important than us making more money. Just having them make less money means that they can't train as many mercenaries, they can't build as big of a... They can't build as many cavalry or artillery if we get to that point, which will probably happen in the next 40 years. So we're fabricating on England. We're improving with Bohemia, so that they don't join the coalition, and I was improving relations with Ferrara because I thought maybe we could get them... We gotta get up to like positive 50 for them to actually leave. So, it's a long shot with these guys. We're going up by 4 per tick. Truce has expired with England, Portugal, and Savoy. I think more importantly, though, is securing the relationship with Poland. The nation of Castile is requesting you come to their aid in the Castilian conquest of Maria against Granada. Offensive war. Granada's allied with Morocco and Tunis. It's going to be a long, drawn-out war. We have no... well, we do have some more exhaustion. We should wait 2 months and then join. Another person joins the coalition. That's not very nice of them. So we'll wait until September the 1st, 1459. Join the coalition, or join the war. Offer moral support. Oh right. Oh great, England's in the coalition now. That's not good. That's probably the only reason they weren't in the coalition is because of the truce. That makes sense. Damn. Alright, well, that sucks. So now pretty much everyone is in the coalition. The coalition will get smaller. I mean, we could probably beat the coalition. If the coalition attacked me, I think that they would lose. I don't know exactly how long you're allowed to leave these open. One of these days I should test that. The nation of Genoa is the rival of a rival, so they should be our friend. They would accept an alliance. Bonus prestige would be nice. Diplomatic powers, always welcome. Now, at this point, I don't think Bohemia is going to join it. Let's continue trying to finish this mission. I think I'd do like a... Hell, I'll just go over the relationship limit. I mean, another ally is welcome. Portugal has also just declared a war on Morocco. Castile, how on earth are you letting them have more boats than you? What's up with that? It's pretty weird. Alright, about 25% manpower. The rebel factions are fairly manageable. Picardy, you know, if we're at full maintenance, we might as well park some troops there and prevent these rebellions from happening. Dutch separatists in Holland, 8.1%. Feels like a lot of troops to send up that way. Interesting that I have military access through there. Why do we? Grants access to Castile. Well, thanks, Castile, for asking for military access from Burgundy. I don't really understand why you did that, but thanks. It's nice. The war leader having access gives us access, so... Look at that power projection, though. That's pretty good. Legitimacy's trying to come back up. Are there any relationships we can get rid of? The alliance with Milan is pretty... you know, meh. I mean, between Genoa and Milan, they're basically the same thing. So what if we broke the relationship with Milan and allied Genoa? You know what? I feel like the diplo points are completely unnecessary anyway. Let's just ignore them. We're just gonna have it. Improve relations with the Papal State. Really wants me to have 100 opinion with the Papal State. Now that's gonna be tricky. Allied with a rival. You've rivaled Milan. There's an argument there for getting rid of the alliance with Milan. So we could pick up about 50 opinion from improved relations and ditching Milan. And then we could ally Papal State and do this mission. You know what I really need is better relations over time guy. Yeah. Absolutely. He's way better. And with all this money, we should probably buy a level 2 guy. Yep. Advancement of Religion Act? No thanks. Corporate. None of these missions are going to happen. So better relations over time guy. That really is good. So our aggressive expansion's coming down at 3.4 per year now. Which I think actually rounds up to the nearest integer. So I think it's going to be 4 per year. On January the 1st. That's when it goes down. What else can we get that gives better relations over time? I know Prestige does it. I mean, it helps. But I think we're already at the threshold where, you know, 3.4... If it rounds up, then it doesn't need to be any higher. And it's going to be 3.4 with, like, every country. It's going to be the same with everyone. Well, we almost have the Casus Belli against England. Steel won't help us right now. Hard to attack you. Portugal and the coalition would fire. Steel would join, actually. Fighting in another war is not enough to dissuade him. Oh, look at that. Milan would actually help out against England. Austria is in debt. We can solve that. Poland is fighting in another war, and they're defensive. Well, getting them involved in an offensive war would be nice, but oh, he's such a good leader there. Holland, could you go ahead and not have any revolution chance? That'd be great. There goes some money. Cessation of church functions. One thing I need to be aware of is that in this patch the Reformation is kind of bugged and it fires way too early. It's 1460 and we're at 76.5%. It was patched, but I played the first 20 years of this campaign, 15 years of this campaign, on the bugged version. So we don't want the Reformation to fire. I think that would be a real big nasty thing. So free stability. And we would lose some national tax modifier, which is where the vast majority of our income comes from. But the national tax modifier can't go negative, so it's actually only going to cost us 5%. Or we could get free stability, which lowers unrest and gives 5% tax modifier. Or trade power. I mean, I think I'll take the let's click one of these buttons since we conveniently have 50. No chance at becoming the Curia controller. Only 2 people have invested though. Let's see, I always forget. The Curia changes what? When the Pope dies or when the country leader dies? I always thought it was when the country leader died, but in one of my tries, I was Curia controller and I didn't lose it when I had a Regency Council, so I don't understand it. Anyway, do we want yearly prestige? That would be nice. That helps better relations over time. Do we want national tax modifier for 20 years? Yearly legitimacy? Manpower recovery speed? I think I'd rather have the yearly prestige or the income. And I'd say the yearly prestige is probably going to be more valuable. Just because of the aggressive expansion impact and the better relations over time. So let's go with that. Go with yearly prestige. And then we'll take the stability. Alright, I'm taking my time on this one, but it's because I just loaded in and I don't know what I'm trying to remember what I'm doing. Got our claim on England. We have 2 free diplomats. We should be improving relations with anybody that is close to being free of the coalition. Like people that are... Like Brunswick, are you in the coalition? You are not. Oldenburg is not. East Frisia is. But they're at positive 21. Let's improve with them a little bit more. Nakes, you're not. Naxos, too far away. Knights, Riga, Cyprus, Corfu. Too far away, too far away. Trier, not in the coalition. Papal State, not in the coalition. Can I filter this by region? No. That would be really handy. Filter by coalition would be even better. I know there's more people who are in the coalition. Yeah, looks like Ferrara might be. It's time to go back to them. Alright. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break here. Not much has happened, but we've strategized a lot, and I feel good about our position, despite the fact that the coalition did get bigger with England. I have a path now. I have a plan to get into Scandinavia once I can justify going to war. I do want to check and see if we are losing 4 aggressive expansion a year like I expect. So on January, I need to remember to do that. Alright, so I'm going to see you again in the next video then. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.